Greetings, fellow Ambazonians. We have just received information which I want to share with you people that is coming from Norway. The court case have passed of Ayabacho. We have discussed with the lawyer who was in the court building and follow up the proceeding from the court. What we now know that happened in the court during his bail hearing is that Ayabacho could not prove that he have any source of income, none in the whole world. So he's jobless. According to the court documents and also the testimony from the lawyer who was in court, Ayabacho is jobless, have no source of income. But yet, he has a property he bought in Norway, a house, a very big house for his family. He bought that house for over $600,000, but he has no income. So this recent revelation from the Norwegian courtroom have struck a devastating blow of the credibility of the AGovC, which is something we already know. And the leader Ayabacho, who was claiming to be a professor, a PhD holder, even before he had graduation, we saw him with a uniform graduating from London. Our people must understand that not everybody who come and shout Ambazonia, freedom fighter, is actually a freedom fighter. If you were doubting, with all the noise on social media, the Oslo District Courts today have document, evidence, not made up story, that Ayabacho is jobless. He does not have any source of income. Because when it comes to his personal freedom, they would have brought any document. They said that he has his wife have a company, he has a cleaning company in Norway. They could not prove anything, even a history in court. So we know for sure, factually, that Ayabacho is jobless in Norway. Yet, he has a luxurious apartment worth 6.4 million Norwegian money. To translate it to US dollar, it is about 600,000 US dollar. And was planning, according to the court documents, from information they removed, the police discovered in his computer, was planning and making arrangement to relocate his whole family to the United Kingdom, where he has residency. So how can a jobless man be planning international relocation for his whole family without no source of income? So this is an uncomfortable question for the AGovC people. Where did the money come from? How does a jobless man afford international relocation and owns a high-end property for all this time? So, there have been no financial transparency in the AGovC. Every time they collect money, it goes to Mama Wali, Momo Lucas, and Ayamba in South Africa. No accountability. During the time I was with them, over $2 million have been raised by the AGovC. You can go and calculate it by yourself. Where has all that money gone to? So this has exposed the real face of the AGovC. For years, Ambazonians in the diaspora, supporters around the world, have raised millions of dollars that they believe was to fight for liberation. The AGovC leaders appeal for donation. When they appeal for this donation, they claim the funds will go towards defense, humanitarian aid, and the freedom of the Anglophone people. That was their claim when they raised funds. Instead, these Norwegians caught fires have given voice to the long suspicions that we have, that fundings are misappropriated and used to enrich individuals like Cho Yabah. But the evidence does not stop with the court's documents. According to trusted sources within the AGovC, one of their AGovC leaders in Ground Zero, General JC, who was recently killed, living in a luxurious hotel which allegedly belonged to Ayabacho. Further investigation have uncovered, which Cameroon have released, a multi-million duplex being built in Bamenda by General JC. So where he has that money, he doesn't have any job. General JC does not have any money. The leaked audios also discovered that Julius Nee, who is the vice president of the AGovC, was discussing supposedly budget allocated to hire Biafran fighters to come and secure Ambazonian borders. The border closure, which the AGovC have announced, that never happened. Our contact within the Biafran source have confirmed that no funds was given to the Biafran guys that I know that talks to him. So Julius Nee have not submitted any account for money he has already disposed of. Where are they doing? What are they doing with all those money? They are stifling money, deceiving soldiers and their supporters, their donors. When you look at the AGovC, who have they been actually targeting since the beginning of this conflict? When the ADF parliamentarians were protesting in the parliament, I was contacted by Ayabacho, lobbied to go after them. After parliamentarians, look at Kemende, a human rights lawyer, an elected official who was assassinated by the ADF. His car was found in the ADF camp. Lawyers testify hearing the ADF soldiers discussing about how he was disposed of. Think about the main opposition party leader, John Fundi, a peaceful advocate, how he was targeted by the ADF. Why other CPDM people, they live their life in free. Look at myself, even me, Capo Daniel. My house was burned. My character tried to be malign. My life threatened. Call all type of name. Because of what? Not because I did anything wrong, but because I'm pushing for peace. I support negotiated settlement. I agree with solutions that are for negotiation based. So judge for yourself. Meanwhile, CPDM, government elites, who are supposedly supposed to be our enemies or the enemy of the AGovC, they remain completely untouched. CPDM meetings have gone on without being targeted even with lockdown. Paul Atanganji's mansions are in Bamenda, nobody have touched it. No AGovC operation have ever been launched against the home of powerful regime officials. But they have burned our palaces, burned my house. No minister have been adopted, no military compound have been overrun by the ADF. None. So this pattern is impossible to ignore. The AGovC doesn't fight the regime. It fights the truth. It fights the enemies of the regime. Everybody who is an enemy of the regime. They fight everybody who stands for peace. AGovC has a business model, a war business model. It is now clear that AGovC real business is not liberation. Their tactics reflects that of a criminal cartel. Kidnapping for ransom, disguised as liberation tax.